This is astonishingly bad video quality. Like, am I that ugly? Anyway, I don't know. Hello all. Reaching out to you from a KOA campground in Illinois. It's supposed to be Benton, Illinois. That's where I am. So I hit the road on Saturday, which is really early because a hurricane was bearing down on South Florida, Isaias or something like that. Anyway, supposed to hit on Sunday, so I left on Saturday to get ahead of it, and then it didn't hit. So I was just kind of like wandering the U.S. So I left Palm Beach on Saturday. Made Forsyth, Georgia the first day. Stopped there at a KOA. Monitored the situation. Nothing ever happened. Anyway, rolled out of Forsyth and got here to wherever the hell Benton, Illinois. And staying 2 nights here so I can work a little bit, take care of some of that stuff, and then also can't pick up my buddy and his wife and his bike until tomorrow. So sort of a waste of time, but I thought I would update everybody. So thanks for all the comments, likes, subscribes, and all that stuff. If you haven't done so, please do. This is not a money-making thing. This is just fun, for me, and wanted to sort of have a conversation with all the riders out there that had thoughts, questions, concerns, whatnot about riding in the age of COVID. So I've been called lots of stuff last couple of days, which is fine, whatever entertains you. I'm irresponsible for going to Sturgis. I'm a rub because I have an RV. All kinds of stuff. That's fine, whatever. It's entertaining, but anyway, I want to talk about a little bit about my Sturgis plans. So I roll into St. Louis tomorrow, pick up my buddy Bull, his old lady and his bike. Wife flies into St. Louis again. We hit the road, and we're gonna stop in Montrose, South Dakota. Yeah, on Wednesday night at a Harvest Host place. It's like a sculpture park thing. Now you can call me a rub. I'm stopping at a sculpture park. But it's just because I think it might be fun along the way, and then we'll roll into Glencoe on Thursday. To the comments that said, I don't want to see about trailers and loading. I want to see partying and inappropriate behavior. That is coming. I'm not there yet. This is all I got so far, is me and putting the bike in the trailer and hitting the road. So unfortunately, that's all I got for the moment. But trust me, it's coming. We roll into Glencoe on Thursday. I have family that's already there. God love him, my aunt who rides her own bike. She's already there and stayed in Hill City. So I will shoot videos, don't get me wrong, while I'm up there. Regular stops. We go to Topless Tuesday in Alzada, Montana via Devil's Tower. We always do Hill City to go to the Alpine Inn, which if you haven't heard of this, it's a little steakhouse that the menu consists of big or little. So they come up to you and they say big or little. So the Alpine Inn's a really nice German restaurant, actually. 51 weeks out of the year. But for the 1 week of the rally, they only do filet mignon, baked potato, and salad. And all you get's big or little. So I'm saying every single table in the Alpine, your server comes up and says, there's 4 of you, what do you want to drink? Big, little, big, little, big, little, goes on the table. And it's either the little filet or the big filet. And then they have these desserts that are incredible, bread pudding and all that stuff. But so we're going to do that. My favorite restaurant in all of the Sturgis area is the Powder House in Keystone. Not only is it great, but there's a lot of sort of emotional attachment. So a little bit of, let me back it up there. I first went to Sturgis in 1990 on the back of my dad's bike. So my dad had a Sportster. I left a pause there for laughter. So a Sportster in 1990, all you old bikers out there know that was not the same thing as it is today. A Sportster was what you bought, a 1200, is what you bought in 1990 when you wanted to go fast. There was no V-Rod, there were no CVOs. If you wanted to be fast, you bought a Sportster. Or you bought any 80-inch bike and then dumped a ton of money into it to make it still slower than a Sportster. So we had a pop-up camper and went to Glencoe in 1990 for the first time and rode the Black Hills and whatnot. So Um, haven't stayed at Glencoe since, honestly. We did a hotel and whatnot, so it's kind of a big deal. So, 30 years ago was the last time I stayed at Glencoe when I was a teenage boy. My dad's one of the greatest guys on earth, but I'm a dad now, and if you were to say, would you take your teenage child to Sturgis? No, no, not so much. Because then I wouldn't have as much fun. That's why. It's not because I think it's too much for a teenager. It's because I want to have fun. Can't do that when you have your kid there. So anywho, so we will do the Powder House in Keystone. We will do Rushmore. We will do the Badlands. We will do. I don't know if we'll do Wall Drugs. We've done it so many times. It's kind of a tourist trap, and it's okay. But you know, we're doing the Chip. At least one night. I have a pass for the week, but all the bands have canceled. So, what's the point? The wife and I are going to see for one night just because we've already paid for it. We'll do, of course, Sturgis, Shady Jacks. I'm sorry, Shady Jacks is in St. Louis, my hometown. One Eye Jacks. We'll do all that stuff. So look forward to tons of videos, but this is all I got so far is me at KOA campgrounds, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to do better, I promise. So one quick comment. To the trucker in Georgia that paid for his diesel and didn't close the ticket out, and then I pulled in and filled my tank and then was unable to cancel his transaction, went inside with my debit card, pled with the people behind the register, please fix this, and they are unable to, and told me to roll on. Thanks for the tank of fuel. So, was not intentional. Did everything I possibly could to try and reimburse whoever this was, but no way to do that. So, truckers out there, close your ticket out before you roll on, because if the next person fills their tank, they can't refund it. Anyway, so here I am sitting in my rig in this campground. It's always awesome to sit and have a conversation, have a beer, watch TV next to your bike. We've had lots of conversations and talks about lots of things. The blow-up doll Judy that you saw in the earlier video, again, I say no orifices, don't get excited. She was riding the bike earlier, but she got off. So that's the story. So what do you want to see in Sturgis specifically? I don't typically do lots of ride videos, for example, because they lag a little bit and they're kind of boring. But let me know, like, what do you want to see? Let me know if you want to see lots of, Keystone, or you want to see Rushmore a lot, or you want to see the Badlands. When we do the Badlands, we do a lot of the Badlands. We don't just roll in and see a bit of it and roll on. No offense if that's what you do, but my buddy Bull, who's going to be with me, was born and raised in Sturgis, and he knows some really great routes that we'll spend an entire day going through the Badlands. We'll probably put on, I think we do 250 or 300 miles last time we did it. So we go ride quite a bit into the Badlands. There's a bar that I now cannot remember the name of in the middle of nowhere. I can bleep that down below if you want to know where. Great place for a buffalo burger. We're going to have fun. So please let me know. What do you want to see? Sorry I haven't had any more craziness yet. I'm just not friggin' there yet. And thanks for following along. So consider you all my buddies. Send me a note. Ask me a question, whatnot. Take care of each other. See you later. I feel like this is a disclaimer on a drug commercial. Two things I forgot. I am well aware that many people in Sturgis don't want us there. I have masks. I have hand sanitizer by the freaking gallon. I have all that stuff. I generally hate people, so I will not be in crowds. So I have not forgotten the things I said earlier about COVID. This is very serious. When I go to the Chip, I will be at the back of the amphitheater. I will not be in large groups. I'm not going to hang out with a bunch of people. It's just not me, man. It's not me in a normal year, much less one where there's a really bad virus going around. So no, this is disclaimer number one. Disclaimer number two, I said that the Powder House had significance to me, and I didn't finish the story. So when I went to Sturgis for the first time in '90, and then I went a couple years after that with my dad, the Powder House is his favorite place. I forgot to finish that out. And I can remember, my dad's still around. He hasn't left this earth, thankfully. But I can remember sitting on that deck and watching the bikes go by. It's sort of our first night ritual where you go out in the back deck and you sit there, and he drank Baileys and coffee. To this day, he drinks Baileys and coffee. He's not much of a drinker. And you sit there and you watch the bikes go by. And so I love the Powder House for that reason. I can remember all those formative years going to there and having buffalo prime rib and that sort of stuff with my old man, and when I was a kid. And now that I'm a full-grown adult and he's an old man, we fight all the time about everything. So anyway, I have this sort of great affection for Powder House and a couple of the places I went to as a kid with my old man and his buddies. So just wanted to add those two disclaimers real quick. Again, I stress, please like, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts, man. I really care. I'm interested. So the online discussion I have with someone about how serious COVID is, that's valuable input about this stuff. So please let me know your thoughts. I really want to know. So thanks a bunch, and we'll talk soon.